FamZone TV. Big up Saeed 110 times for the raid. That's my broski. You know how it goes. Big up my brother George there with me. I didn't mean to cut you off backstage. We were just talking. I pressed live and it just did it. It did it like 5 seconds later.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I was just saying I don't think I'll be going live after unless some news drops on Spurs doing the signing. I done my live this morning. We spoke about it. There's no point in me repeating the same stuff and then gotta see what's going on with Tottenham, man. But no, man, everything's all right. Yeah. Well, what are you saying? I'm seeing this Spurs title charging the title. I was like, what's going on over here? I don't know about any of this stuff, but
no, I'm just seeing. I'm just seeing the title charge. I want to know like what you think of like who you feel like the favorites are for the title and who you think is like what you reckon is going to happen with the title race and stuff like that. Like, do you feel like Spurs can be in a top 4 or title race? Do you feel like Arsenal are favorites or not favorites squad wise? What do you reckon?
For me, I think title race. Obviously, you got Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. I don't think Chelsea are in the title race. I think that Chelsea will fall out of the title race probably in like February, like they did last year. They stay in and around, and even then, that's if they can maintain competition up until then. I don't even think Chelsea are in the title race. I think Chelsea have a very good squad, but there is going to be a lot of games where they might fall off or they're not winning, they're drawing. I don't see them being able to finish off teams consistently, but the season's only just started, isn't it? So we've got to see how they play out. Playing 2 games a week, so I think can have an impact on them. But do you know what? The favorite stuff is weird, man, because favorites just depends on who you think's had the best transfer window. For some it's who's got the best squad. For some it's who's done it before. Like, I'd sit there and say, how can Arsenal be favorites if Arsenal haven't won it before?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You can't be favorite for something you've never done. And I heard you say that on the last stream, and that's me. It's like Arsenal can never be favorites for something they've never done. I would say the favorites are, I'd say Liverpool, just off the back. They won it last year, and they've had a very strong transfer window. City, I wouldn't say are favorites, but at the same time, I've got them as my number one, and I think City are going to be top of the league. I just think they're going to have the most quality across the season, and as they get going, they're the only team I see in the league that can get a 20 win in a row. Like, they'll get 15 to 20 wins in a row, no qualms between October and March. That's just what Pep does. He can do that. I don't think there's any other team in the league that can do that. So yeah, that's why I'm just on with City, man.
I think Liverpool got the potential to
just win games. Even watching how
I think Liverpool. Whenever Liverpool play, I don't feel like against Bournemouth, I never thought that they were going to lose, and against Newcastle, I didn't think that they were going to lose. I never had the feeling that they were going to lose. It's old school. You know how Man United were back in the day when I don't know if you remember Ferguson time era that much, but when Ferguson, you just never ever felt like they were going to lose. You just knew there was going to be a last minute winner. You knew there was going to be. Do you know what I mean? You just had that feeling, that aura that they have. I have that with Liverpool at the minute. With Liverpool and with City. Maybe not so much with City, but more with Liverpool.
I feel like Liverpool they've had that for years. Even under Klopp, they've always had that. There's always another goal in the team. But now when I'm watching the team is how many goals can they stop? I think they can get themselves in situations where they can save games and get draws and so on. But I just see them conceding too many goals. Konate, Liverpool soon, because you remember just 2 weeks ago you're trying to say Konate's levels above Romero. There's levels.
Wait. You're trying to do this.
I'm not trying to go left.
You're trying to do a back and forth earlier. I understand.
No. We're gonna go into that after. But my point in saying about Konate is just saying that Liverpool's defense. You already pointed out the fullbacks early on before you said the fullbacks.
I said the fullbacks ages ago.
And where Konate is already showing that his weakness, plus he has injuries. And they haven't got the centre-back backup. I'm just thinking Liverpool are going to be conceding goals all season. They're going to be on this thing where they're going to have to outscore every team. And that's only going to last so long. You can't score 3 goals every game.
You can't, but you can if you get Isaac. You can. You can outscore teams. You can. It's been done before. Teams have outscored teams before. I don't think you can rely on your defence, but I don't think you can scrape 1-0 wins every game. But I think you can outscore teams every game.
You can. There's only so much though. When you go up against teams that are defensively resolute, you're going to struggle. Like, let's just say you come up against a team like you see Thomas Frank. Like, if he sets up, we get the 1 goal. and then we're just camped back in our half, it's going to be hard. You might not get a goal. You might get a draw that game, but I think that's where they're going to have their problems is that I look at Liverpool's team now, and even the midfield, and I know Rom's mentioned they haven't played McAllister and Gravenberch together in the midfield duo since like February or March or some rubbish like that. But
yeah,
they still have problems. Like depth, I don't know, when you look at Liverpool's bench, there's not much on their bench. Like they really haven't got much on their bench. You got like the Curtis Jones and so on that you can turn to, but there's not like much quality. So I don't know, man. Like as much as people have got Liverpool being title favourites and all this, I just got a feeling Liverpool aren't going to be nowhere near as good as people think. And you mentioned they have a lot of pieces to the puzzle that still need to blend, still need to work together, still need to find the chemistry. They're still trying to figure out how Wirtz, Salah, Ekitike are going to work together. Let alone when you throw Isak in there, that's another spanner in the works. Like there's a lot of cooks in that kitchen, and they got a lot to figure out.
I think Arsenal win it this year. I'll be real. I genuinely, I'm being actually deadly serious, not even on a banter thing. I genuinely think we win it this year. And I think we've had enough experience to actually go forward with it. But I think Arteta's had enough experience, and I think he's gone overdrive with the squad depth this year. I think even though Rodrigo's available, I think he will go for him as well. I think he's not going to allow. I think he will. I don't think he's going to allow.
Rodrigo's not available. What do you mean he's available? He's not available.
No, but I heard that he is. I heard he's putting a transfer request.
I see someone say that, but he played the day after they said that. He started the next game. So
and then he went mad. He went mad when he came off. He went ballistic. He's like throwing everything everywhere.
Oh, come on, man. That's just part of the
game. No, that's bad though. That's an unsettled player. He went absolutely mental on the bench.
Do you think they're going to sell him with 4 days to go though? There's literally like 3-4 days left in the window. You think they're going to sell him?
I don't know, man. Obviously, I don't really know. I just know if it becomes available, there'll be. So do you think Savinho's not going then?
I'll be honest, I don't think Savinho's going. What I'm hearing is that Man City are not willing to let Savinho go because they can't find a replacement that they feel is good enough. Spurs are willing to pay the 65 million or something that they want, but they're not willing to let that go. So I don't think that there's going to be a trigger. I don't think we get Savinho, and I don't think you guys get Rodrigo. I want Savinho.
No, I don't think we get Rodrigo. I don't even think it's as much of a necessity anymore now that we've got Eze.
I thought you'd be done with the transfer window, away from the Hincapie stuff. Who, again, that's a sort of.
I think we need another like a proper backup striker. It's now we do. I feel like obviously I think the only issue that we have, or that's good about it, is that Jesus is back. I think
that's what I was gonna say.
We've forgotten about him. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. So because we've forgotten about him, but obviously Arteta sees him every day, so he is still in his mind. You know what I mean? He knows what level he's at, where he's getting back to. Jesus is back on the grass, so I guess he'll be back soon. Or whatever, but I've always thought we need another striker. But if Jesus is back, then it makes sense. But I just can't rely on him. So
you can't rely on him because he's just not a goal scorer. He's not available. It's not for me. It's the availability for Jesus, because when you talk about the link-up play and so on, he could be someone that can come in on the left. He can come in on the right. He can play all these different positions. So he's useful to have in the squad. But the money that the wages that he's on, plus the money that like you guys invested in him.
I think
the actual striker.
He would be a good squad player if he was fit. I mean, I wouldn't be asking for a striker if he was fit. You know what I mean? He'd be the best backup striker in the league. You know what I'm saying? So that's
wait. He's not the best backup striker in the league. He's not.
Who is then?
Jesus isn't even a good striker. Like he's not better.
Who's the best backup?
Not even better than Richarlison.
Jesus is better than Richarlison. Are you
crazy?
Not
as a striker. No, he's not. As a player, he's got a bit more skill and tech.
Jesus is twice as good as Richarlison.
Not as a striker, no.
Are you joking?
No, are you joking? He's not.
How can Richarlison be better than Jesus?
He's consistently scored more than him.
Richarlison is better than Jesus, bro.
Yes.
You're going mad.
Richarlison is better than Jesus. He's better than Gabby Jesus. Gabby Jesus has got like his all-round play where he can do a couple skills. He could do a couple step overs. You know, he's got the Brazilian flair. Oh. But away from that, he doesn't score goals, bro. He actually doesn't score goals for you, man. You know, he's only ever had one season in the Arsenal shirt where he scored more than 10 goals in the Premier League.
How many goals does Richarlison score? Because all of a sudden you rating Richarlison like he's
I don't rate him, man, but
you are because you're saying he's better than Jesus, bro.
Because he is.
But based on what? Because Jesus is a title winning.
Because Richarlison scores more goals. Richarlison scores goals when he's fit. He's just both of them have injury problems, by the way. The last 3 Fitz, they both joined us in the same year, innit? They joined us in the same year, same summer. Since they've joined, they've probably played about the same amount of games because they've both been mad injury prone for their teams. Like they just have. Jesus had a first good year. Richarlison had a shit first year. The second year, Richarlison was better. Jesus was terrible. And then last season, even though Richarlison was barely available, when he was available, he scored goals. So like, it's not even.
Are you saying Richarlison? When you say Richarlison is better than Jesus, are you saying
as a striker
he's always been better than Jesus? Then
as a striker,
has he always been better than Jesus?
As a striker, yeah.
Come on, man. Let's be serious. Let's not do the back and forth for no reason. Let's be
I'm not
serious.
doing the back and forth for no reason.
How can Richarlison?
I was doing debates about this when we signed him online. These are the debates that I was doing on the Football Terrace when we signed him. So it's not like I've maintained this for 3 years.
No, I know, but I'm saying let's not do the back and forth. Let's not do the madness and forgetting. Like I mean, all of that.
I tired him out yesterday, people. I tired him out yesterday.
Let's actually have a real conversation. You didn't tire me out.
No, it's fine. I got you yesterday. It's cool.
What I'm saying is, how can there be a comparison between Gabriel Jesus and Richarlison, bro?
What do you mean? How can there be a comparison? They're both strikers, right?
Okay.
Are they both? Wait. Just clarify. Are they both strikers? No. You asked me a question. I'm coming back with my own question. You can't just do this. This isn't Saeed.
Hold on. They're not both strikers as simply as that. Because first and foremost, Richarlison was playing as a winger.
No, but he is always identified.
So he's always been a winger. He started off as a winger. He was a winger.
Since he's joined Tottenham, he's been a striker.
So don't say they're both strikers because
but even at Everton, he used to play as a striker as well.
Yeah, but then when he went to Everton, where did he play?
No, that's what I said. At Everton, he played as a striker as well. He played on the left a lot of the times, but he did also play as a striker.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is
Gabby Jesus has played off the right and then been a striker as well. He's been a striker that has also played off the right, and he's only actually played off the right because he wasn't good enough as a striker.
So what level are you rating Richarlison at all of a sudden?
Because I don't rate him at no.
Is Richarlison better than Ollie Watkins?
No. Ollie Watkins is a good striker. He's a very good striker. He misses chance, but he's a very good striker.
If Jesus was fit,
Jesus isn't better, nowhere near better than Ollie Watkins. Don't even dare say that. Don't you dare say that, bro.
Well, if Jesus was,
I'm gonna ask you based on what, and you're gonna have nothing to answer it on. You're gonna be based on what I see with my eyes. Don't do that.
Bro, Jesus has won the title like 3 times. Like, what's going on there?
What are you doing, D?
What are you doing, Jesus?
No,
the only reason why Jesus is not a top striker, or why people is because he's injured all the time.
D, this is what we're not gonna do. We're having an argument about who's a better striker, and the first thing you say is, "Oh, he won the title." So
what do you want me to say?
No. Talk about what he's done playing. I don't care about if he won the title because he did it. He was not a key player in that title, in any title win. And quite frankly, he got shifted out on the right wing, even when they didn't have a striker. They still played. He was the only striker at the club. Remember when Aguero left, and there was a period between Aguero and Haaland. You remember that, right?
Alvarez
wasn't there. He wasn't there.
But Alvarez wasn't playing for Man City either. When Alvarez was at Man City, he wasn't playing.
He did. He played off the left and he played the striker. And the only reason he didn't play is because they had Haaland. Not the same. Gabby Jesus, they never had no striker.
Well, Jesus, is what everybody knows with Jesus, that he's got a lack of finishing skills. And he's injury prone. It's all about injuries with Jesus. It's not about his football ability.
No,
his football ability is up there with some of the best. How are you going to compare him to Richarlison?
Footballing ability, what? Because he can do skills. He's got tech. But we're talking about strikers. We're not talking about. I told you. And this is where D. You can't. You always tell me I don't listen. This is where you don't listen, and you actually don't listen because. The first thing I said was that Jesus, as an all-round player, is better because he has skills and stuff. But as a striker, Richarlison's the better striker. We know what we judge strikers on. As the positionally, he's a better striker. I said that. So you either chose to ignore it or you didn't listen.
I would never pick Richarlison over Jesus. Ever. If I was a manager. I don't think many managers would. The only managers that will pick Richarlison over Jesus are managers that need a hold-up player because they're sitting back. If you're playing for a football team or a team that needs to score
that's
goals,
not true. That's not true. A manager needs just a hold up striker. That's not true.
Who do you think? Okay, you wouldn't play Richarlison. You're saying because he gets goals and stuff like that. I don't even know if he gets that many more goals than because Richarlison's not some super goal scoring striker.
He's not. He's not.
So all of this scores more goals. It's like you're comparing him to like Isaac or something.
No. You've said you're making up things now. You're actually making up.
You're saying because he scores more goals. Chris Wood scores more goals than Richarlison. Is Chris Wood better than Richarlison?
Yeah, he's better striker.
Right. So that's because he scores more goals.
But that's my point. Wait. So what do you say? Wait. What's the consistency of what I'm saying?
Let me finish what I'm saying. So is Chris Wood now? Is Chris Wood better than Ollie Watkins?
No, because Ollie Watkins, he doesn't score more goals than Ollie Watkins, though.
What do you mean he doesn't score more goals than Ollie Watkins? He scored more goals last year.
But if we done it across a 3-year period, Ollie Watkins had more.
Oh, now it has to be a 3-year period. Okay.
No. But this is what we're not going to do. No. Let me finish now. You chose the period to be a year. You chose the. I never said 1 year. I never said 2 years. You chose the period to be a year. If you choose it to be a year and you base him,
I said last year. Okay,
and then I said if we've done it across the last 3 years, Ollie Watkins would be better. I don't think you're a better player based off one season. That's my point here.
So why are you not taking in Jesus?
I'm being consistent. I'm also being consistent upon the fact that my striker and what I base being a good striker off is scoring goals. I don't care about what you do with your link-up play. I don't care about that. I base a striker on scoring goals. Chris Wood puts the ball in the back of the net. He's better than a lot of strikers out there. He is, because if you're bagging 15 to 20 every year, you're a top striker now. You're a top
striker.
Maybe not an elite, but you're a top striker. If you can be in the Premier League, bag 15 to 20 a year, you must be a good striker. A damn good.
You didn't say good. You didn't say good. You changed the wording.
But top elite. This is all semantics because me saying the top and you saying top are two different things.
Richarlison's not a goal scorer. Richarlison's not known as a goal scorer though. You're going like known as a goal scorer. Do
you want me to name you his stats in the Premier League? So
yeah.
In his first Premier League season when he was like 18, he got 5. Onward from that, he got 13 in the Premier League. Then he got 13. Then he got 7. Then he got 10. Onwards from that, he got 11 in another season at Spurs. Then all the other years, he's been injury prone at Tottenham. He's just like Jesus, not really had many years at Arsenal.
That's not a goal scoring striker, bro.
Okay, so do you want me to get Jesus numbers up?
Yeah, get Jesus up because I think they'll be similar. They'll be exactly the same.
I never said he was a consistent goal scorer.
No, you said he scores more goals. That's what
he scores more goals than Gabby Jesus. Okay,
right, so let's look at Jesus,
and I'll prove that to you. That's fine. I'll prove that to you. Jesus 7, 9, 8, 13. See, he had one season with 13 at Man City, and another.
Keep going. Don't talk in between.
Another season at 14. So he had 7, 8, 9. So he's getting all these numbers.
No, stop talking in between.
He's had 4 and 3 and 11.
Just say the numbers. Stop talking in between. Say the numbers.
I spoke in between in the Richarlison one.
So 7. What's it? 9 and 13.
13, 14, 9, 8.
Exactly. So why did you miss the 14 after that?
No, I didn't. I said 14. I said 14.
No, you didn't. You didn't say 14.
Yes, I said he had 13 goals. He had 9 goals. He had 14 goals. I was just reading them out.
So hold on a minute. So it sounds like Jesus has got more goals than Richarlison to me.
He's played more seasons. You do know that, right? Wait, he come to the Premier League like 2 years ago.
No.
Wait, when we're doing... Wait.
No.
And again, we're not talking about what he done 8 years ago.
We're not going to do that.
He came to the Premier League in 2016. I don't care what he done in 2016.
No.
We're talking about right now.
See what I'm saying?
Right now.
You said he scores more goals.
Right now.
You said he scores more goals.
Yes, he does. In his Arsenal
career... read the things because Jesus is scoring more goals than Richarlison.
In his Arsenal career.
Now you want it to be Arsenal career.
He played for City 5 years ago, bro.
Oh my days. No, it has to only be Arsenal, bro. Are you all right?
Bro, we're talking about who's the better striker now, not who was better 5 years ago.
You said he scores more goals. So go back to your stats and check the stats. Read them out.
Right now, who scores more goals?
Read them out.
Who scores more goals right now?
Bro,
he's on
the bench. What are you talking about? He's on the thing. He's on the treatment room.
Richarlison has 13 goals in the Premier League. He has the best per 90 goals. He has the best per 90.
Now we're going per 90. Now
in the Premier League in the last
you are so bad.
That's a fact.
You are so bad.
I'm telling you the facts, and you don't like the facts.
Bro, you said that he scores more goals, and it became true that Jesus actually scores more goals.
No, it doesn't become true. Again, you have bad comprehension. No, you actually have. I've been noticing. When I watch your shows from because now you I said he scores more goals.
Can you do the stats? Then?
You want to go back to 8 years ago? Going back to 8 years means no.
let's go to the facts. Let's go back to the stats.
Let's go
back to the stats. Let's just stick to the stats, yeah? Because you said
you're talking about goals he scored 8 years ago. Don't count.
Yeah. What do you mean it don't count? What do you mean it don't count?
Because we're talking about who scores more goals now, not who scored more goals 8 years ago.
He's on the treatment room. How can he score goals on the treatment room?
Richarlison's been injured just as much. I've got that injury record up. I've got the injury record because you're going to keep.
I didn't ask you for injury record.
Because you're just making things up. In the last season, you know how much games? Wait. No. Let's just get this out there. Last season, how many? No. How many games did Gabriel Jesus miss last season? 41. Do you know how many games Richarlison missed? 37. The season before that, Gabriel Jesus, how many games did he miss? 16. How many did Richarlison miss? 10. Bro, what are we doing here? The season before that, how many did Gabriel Jesus miss? 17. How many did Richarlison miss? 11. They're both injury-prone players. They're both injury-prone players.
I didn't ask you for the injury record, did I? I asked you for the goal.
Well, you sat here and said that he gets injured more. So I'm clarifying. You put up
the goals, you know. You brought up the goals,
and you brought up the injury record. And I'm clarifying the injury record.
I didn't bring up goals.
And yes, you did. You brought up the injury record.
Whoa.
I brought up the goals. You brought up the injury record.
Bro, you brought up the goals,
and you brought up the injury record.
So let's go back to goals because you said
I want to focus on injury record. That's what I want to do.
You said he scores more goals.
Record now.
You said he scores more goals than Jesus. So
he
now,
does right now. This season he's got 2 and 2.
Right now, this season,
how many Gyökeres got? 2 and 2. Richarlison's got the same goal scoring record as Gyökeres.
Talking about your career. We're not talking about your career.
But he has the same goal scoring record as Gyökeres this season. 2 and 2. How about that? That's what he does right now.
Just say
he's got more goals than Jesus.
Just say you understand it. You know what? I got it wrong because I don't understand
how
you went and got the goal stat, realized it doesn't really suit your favor. So then you started talking about injury record. You got the injury record up.
No, the goals suit my favor.
Now you're talking about 2 and 2 this season when Jesus is on the
trolling. That's me trolling. But let's have it right.
No, you're always trolling.
No, I'm not always trolling. You know when I'm trolling because you know that you're not stupid enough to not.
No, I'm not stupid enough. But you're always.
But what we are seeing is in Arsenal, he had 1 goal scoring season. That was his first season. You do know that, right? It was first season at Arsenal. He scored 11.
Yeah. What is this? Just give me all of them. Give me all of them in consecutive.
In Arsenal.
Give me all of them. No. Why are you picking
11, 4, 3?
Because it suits you.
I scored 11, 4, and 3. I don't care what he done at City.
What do you mean you don't care what he done at City? That's part of his life.
But it's not part of him right now. No. This is where you're actually lost now because you're talking about how many goals they've scored across their career. I don't care about how many they've scored across their career.
You brought up
right now.
You brought up the stats. You brought up the stats. You're the one who said the numbers.
You
not me.
For the stats for the goals. You said, let me get the goal scoring.
And you went 8, 14.
Okay, 30. And I read them out for you. But you want all right, go on.
It's like saying you can't bring up titles because you want a different team.
No, but you're not going to bring up titles from 20 years ago when you're comparing who's the better team between you and City.
It's not 20 years ago, bro. It's
no, it is. But it is because what Jesus done at Man City was over 5 years ago. Bro, he's had how many injuries since then? He's not the same player. Do you think he's the same player as he was at City?
He's been injured. Ever since he's been at Arsenal, he's been injured.
Do you think he's the same player, though?
I don't even know because he's been injured all the time.
Okay.
Don't you understand?
So when we're talking about who is the better striker right now, because we're not talking about who's been the better striker across their career. Yes, we did. I said who's the better striker. Of course, we're talking about right now. We're not talking about across their careers. Their career's still current. You talk about career talk for a player that's finished. Who's talking about?
So why are you comparing Richarlison to an injured player then?
He's not. They're both. What do you mean?
Jesus
is just coming back from injury. You said. You said. And I quote: Gabriel Jesus is the best backup striker in the Premier League. No, and I said no. Richarlison's better than him because Richarlison was our backup striker up until 2 games.
But he's not backup striker now.
Right now, because he's scoring, because he's doing his job in front of goal. What are we not understanding about that?
What are you talking about, George? What are you actually talking? I'm trying to figure out. We always have a back and forth, but I don't actually know what you're talking about.
No, you never know what I'm talking about because you don't listen.
Bro,
you need to use your own words. Listen, D. I was going to say who you hooks because you did the same thing that hooks. But D, listen, bro.
Bro,
you have to listen.
You said that Richarlison scores more goals. That was your status. Yeah, that was your statement. Sorry, yeah? So you said Richarlison scores more goals. So I said to you, and then you went and got up the stats, and it's been proven that he doesn't score more goals. Even up to now. So
it's not because you've got it up and you took my statement and made it just again. D, you love doing this, and you keep getting confused. You get confused because you go around the houses and you just start saying things. Just like when you just said before, you were like, oh, so Chris Wood's better than Ollie Watkins. It's like, oh, but he scored more than him last year. Just because I said he's better than him, he scores more goals, you're going across that means across his whole career, he scored more goals. You've now made a completely separate statement. Yesterday, we were talking about how one word can change a whole statement, and don't take one statement to assume something else. If you want to know something, ask a question about it. We spoke about that yesterday on the same stream, same time. You're now assuming that because I said he scores more goals, that I mean across his full career. That's an assumption.
So when is it? When
No. So wait, am I not wrong in saying that's an assumption you've made? No, correct me if I'm wrong. That's an assumption you made. So you made that assumption. So of course we're talking about right now. We're talking about at their club, at the current club. I don't care what he done. I don't care what he done at Man City.
But you have to take into account what he done at Man City. That's why we bought him. What are you talking about?
You bought him 4 years ago, bro. I don't care about what he done over 4 years ago. It's not relevant in football. Football's about what you done for me lately, not what you done for me in the past 5 years. Nobody cares.
So, his history's not there then? His history
is there when you want to talk about his career, not when you talk about how good he is right now.
He's on the treatment
when I'm referencing Kevin De Bruyne right now at Napoli, am I going to talk about what Kevin De Bruyne was doing in 2019 to 2020?
He's on the treatment.
Am I going to do that? Am I going to do that? When I talk about Kevin De Bruyne right now, am I going to reference what he done in 1920 to tell you about the type of player he is right now?
Bro, he's on the treatment table. What do you want him to do? He can't play. He's not fit. He's got bad knees, an operation on his knees. What do you want him to do? What are you on about? You keep saying that, oh yeah, Richarlison scores more goals, and he doesn't. I don't understand.
He does. He at Tottenham, he has. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're talking about at their current clubs. But look, let's.
All right, go. You know what you do then? Google, yeah. All right, so Google how many minutes Richarlison has played. Yeah. And no, do it. No, why not? Why not?
This is pointless. No, you do it. I know what you're doing. You want to go? Because no. What we're not going to do is spend the whole show arguing about Richarlison and Jesus.
No. All right. Okay, before we finish, do how many minutes Richarlison has played at Tottenham and how many minutes Jesus has played at Arsenal. Do that. Because then we can judge it a bit fairer that way. Because you're just...
I tried to tell you the injury record and you didn't want to listen. You said it's irrelevant.
I asked for the injury record. I asked for the minutes.
But the injury record is relevant to the minutes. You would know how much minutes and how many games they play from the injury record. That's
then
quite...
Do it then, please.
Okay, I can do it. Why don't you... In fact, why... I'm gonna do what you done. Oh, don't tell what to do. Don't tell what to do. No, don't tell what to do. We're gonna both be better. Oh, that's what he's gonna do.
You brought up the stats, bro.
And Chinks is waffling in the chat. Chinks joins late, and we're not talking about one season, Chinks. So you are being dense. You're literally talking about an argument that hasn't been made. Don't join the chat and start saying things like, "Oh, I'm not listening." When you
but he can understand. Chinks can understand, though.
He can understand if he actually listened to the argument. But he's joined in late, and he's choosing.
He came in, and he can hear what people are saying.
We're not talking about one season. But we're not talking about one season. He thinks we're talking about one season.
He understands what's going on.
We're talking about one season.
He understands what's going on. He knows what's going on. So I don't understand. It's normal. He understands.
He understands that what who said we're talking about one season? Did we say we're talking about one season?
You brought up it because you said he's got 2 in 2 now. That's what you said. That's now. You got 2 in 2 now. You said to Gyökeres.
We were trolling while I was trolling. You know I was trolling because why would I compare Richarlison and Gyökeres when I rate Gyökeres? You know I was trolling when I done that.
I'm not saying that you're comparing him to Gyökeres. I'm saying you said that he's got 2 on 2. Yeah, Cheeks is in. He's on war with all types of people. But I'm saying
I know.
You know what? He's on the internet warrior right now, anyway. But you said that anyway. So you pick Richarlison over Jesus, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, you're going crazy, bro.
What seasons do you want their minutes for? What seasons? Because I can't do that.
Since he's been at Arsenal. Since he's been at Arsenal, you said.
So now you're gonna make me go through bare different. I have to go individual years and all these things. All right, last season. I'm gonna have to tell you season by season because they won't do it since he's been at Arsenal.
Yeah, no problem. I've got time.
All right, that's cool. We can work that out. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've got time.
All right, last season, 600 minutes. Yeah. You're going to take notes of the minutes, though, yeah?
No problem. So, who are we doing right now?
600 minutes. Gabby Jesus, 600 minutes last year.
1 second, young man.
Yeah? You got that?
1 second. So, this
This guy's taking it. I'll write in the private chat. Oh, 1 second, 1 second, 600.
No, I'm using my phone. What? I can't. I'm not like you. I don't have to do 100 things at the same time.
1,483 minutes. The season before that.
Wait. So who's this for?
It's Jesus still. We're sticking on.
What? So this is the minutes that they played, yeah?
And just in the Premier League, just the Premier League, yeah. That's what you wanted. You wanted just
since he's been at Arsenal. Since he's been at Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah. Since he's been at Arsenal.
Yeah, go on. 600 minutes.
2007 and 2075. All right, that's the 3 seasons. Onto Richarlison.
Do yours.
And then you calculate that together on your calculator, yeah. So you know the total, yeah.
No problem.
So I'm going back 22. First season, 1,000. Second season. Oh shit.
Go on.
1,492.
Yeah.
And the third season, which was last year. It's loading. 500. You tell me he's had more minutes.
What? That's not since they've been at Arsenal.
Yes, this is since he's been at Tottenham. 1,400. What, bro?
Yeah.
You're actually not focused. The first 3 were Jesus, and the second 3 were Richarlison.
Why are you doing 3? Since they've been at Arsenal and been at Tottenham.
They've both been here for 3 seasons, bro. What are you not getting? You're not listening. You actually choose not to listen, bro.
Hold on a minute. Wait. I'm confused. Wait. Slow down. What are you saying? These numbers here are what the time that they've been at each club since they've been there. Is that what you're saying?
So since they've joined in 2022, right?
Yeah.
They both joined the summer 22. That's when both of them joined us. So I've done 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, and 2024 to 2025, which was last season.
This is not true. That's not true. He didn't play 2,075 minutes last year. How can
that
Jesus
wasn't last year? That wasn't. D, you're not listening, bro. You're actually choosing not to listen now.
You said 2024 to 2025.
No. 2022 to 2023, he played 2,000 minutes. Last season, he played 600 minutes, Jesus. The season in between that, he played 1,400 minutes. This is the facts from Transfer Market.
That's not what you've got the wrong stats
right,
down.
You're not listening. No, you're going mad, bro. You're actually going mad, D. You're going mad. You choose not to listen, and this is when you go mad, bro. You're actually not listening, bro. Go search it up. Go search it up. Do I need to share the screen? Is that what makes it? Let me know. I'm sharing the screen. Share the screen because you're choosing not to listen, bro.
You actually going mad, bro.
No, you're going crazy, D. You're going crazy because you're just choosing not to.
So last year's minutes for Jesus was what?
600. That's what I said. That's the first one in the private chat. 600. It goes 20 the last season and then works its way back. And then for Richarlison, it works its way forward.
Yeah, share it. Share the screen.
Yeah, you don't understand. Just say you don't understand.
No, because the way you explain it is you're not explaining it properly. Share the screen.
No, because you're not understanding. 600 minutes.
In the private chat, you've got all minutes all over the place. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Can someone send it in the chat? So why don't people in the chat, bro?
What do you mean send it in the chat?
I don't know what is going on here.
Is this all comps or prem?
Because I'm sure somebody in the chat. It's just we clarified it was just prem. We clarified this before I done it. Don't change it now. You asked for this. I'm even getting these minutes up because I wanted to. I've shared the screen. You've got to share it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're saying. I'm not bothered about.
Oh, you're not worried. You're not worried. 500, yeah. 2024 to 2025. This is Richarlison. 500 minutes.
Yeah. 942 in all comps, but yeah, go on.
Okay. So you're gonna give me. Huh? But we're not doing all comps. We're doing prem. So what are you talking about? You asked for prem. So we're doing prem.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, go on.
All right. No. All right. Just making sure you have consistency.
Don't drink little tea with whole milk is hilarious.
All right. And then again, 1,492 in the prem for 2023 to 2024, right? all these ads are going mad.
There's a lot of ads going on. You know what I mean? It's confusing. I don't know.
This website is Transfer Market. If you've ever used Transfer Market, this is what happens. So
no,
you're making an excuse like you've ever used.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, all right.
Yeah, Strictly Sports has just put it. This makes more sense. Rounded up, he said only Prem minutes rounded up. Richarlison 3,000 minutes, Jesus 4,000 minutes. That makes more sense. Yeah, you know, basics. That makes more sense to me. I
gave you the numbers. You choose not to add them up.
I don't need all these adverts.
I said this is you know D's a troll. D's a troll, and he's got too used to trolling Saeed. I sent him every single season numbers in the private chat. I said add them up on the calculator. He sat there and he just stared at man and said, "Yeah, I'm confused."
No, I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my phone. I've got them on my phone.
Oh, so you had it there, but he didn't want to read it out.
No, I'm trying to work out what numbers are which. That's what I'm doing. You've said about 10 numbers. I don't know what's what.
The first three, all right. The first three were Jesus, and the second three were Richarlison. That's all it was. But as we've seen, Jesus played more minutes than Richarlison.
Firstly as well is obviously minutes played, but was Jesus injured for those minutes or was he benched? Because I saw someone's put that in the chat. Were they injured or were they benched? Because I said about injured, you said about being, so it's two different things, isn't it? So I don't know what you're giggling about.
You actually
was it injured or was it benched?
You're going back.
Was it injuries or benched?
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Injuries, or was it that he wasn't good enough?
What do you mean? Is it injury or was it bench? You do know minutes. Only minutes.
Was it injuries or was it bench? Which one was it? Was he good enough to start or not? I need to know.
You mean was he starting or was he bench minutes? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Was it? Were they benched minutes?
You don't even know what he's saying.
I'm saying, were they benched minutes or were they injured minutes? You know what I'm saying.
Bro,
either way, Jesus is better.
I didn't even want to spend this long on this argument. This could have been a 5-minute argument that we've done. I know D loves to go on these rabbit holes.
It can't be a 5-minute argument if you think that Jesus is Richarlison better.
Nah, let's be real though. When they are mid players like this, it should be a 5-minute argument. I don't rate Richarlison to be that good. He's a decent striker. That's it. Like I don't rate him that highly. It's just. So yeah, they're mid players. They are definitely mid players. People saying in the chat we're having a mid argument. It's very a mid argument. We both have better players in those positions, isn't it? But hey, we'll see this season who scores more goals.
Jesus doesn't play. That Chink said Jesus doesn't play striker for all those minutes either. So we need to start dissecting and getting into how many minutes as a striker has he played. You know what I mean? It's different.
Well, I don't know, innit? Do you know what? Because you didn't like the website that had all the ads in it. So I don't know if you have another website that can give you that information.
Jesus is a better striker, but we can move on anyway. We can move on because
wait. So Chinks is just saying that Jesus played striker even when you didn't play striker even when you man didn't have a striker.
Say that again.
So that's what Chinks is saying. So when you man had no striker, Jesus still wasn't playing striker.
What do you mean we had no striker?
Because you only just signed Gyökeres. Up until then, you haven't had a striker, right?
Oh, you mean a recognized striker? You mean?
Yeah,
not a thing striker. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So he still didn't play striker when you didn't have a recognized one.
What's that got to do with anything? I was just saying. Richarlison's a left winger anyway, so he plays up front now. Listen, the proof will be in the pudding because you compared him to Gyökeres, isn't it? So the proof will be in the pudding. So the proof will be the pudding, isn't it? We'll see.
We'll see.
Him and Gyökeres have got 2 and 2, so let's see how that plays out.
I just named it.
I know, but you did say it, but it's a nice clip. It's a nice clip. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man. Richarlison's gonna score more goals than Gyökeres, guys. You heard it here.
No. I'm not gonna use that one there. That sounds sarcastic.
No, you heard it here, guys. Richarlison's gonna score more than Gyökeres. But how do we go so left? You're talking about titles and stuff, isn't it?
I was because that's what that's what always happens with me and you because you always get into something else. Well, that's how it goes. But that's your style.
Actually, no, to be fair, I need to know more about this Romero Konate thing. We need to delve. Let's delve.
Romero and Konate. What about?
Yeah, because you were trying to tell me Konate's levels above him.
You're trying to do a new debate.
Yeah, I am because we're moving on. Like you can't.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I want to know how you really, if you're doubling down on that one, because just 2 weeks ago, before the season started, you were telling me how Konate's levels above my defender. You were telling me he's levels above.
Konate's better than Romero. He's just having a bad 2 games. He's better than Romero, yeah.
But so you're telling me those 2 games just to be ignored? They were terrible.
He's having a bad 2 games, but
But
he's
fans
better
have
than.
said that they're the 2 worst performances.
He's better than Romero, bro. He's better than Romero, but he's having a bad 2 games. But he's better than Romero.
If you say so, I don't think so at all. I don't think the evidence shows otherwise.
Romero's done all this stuff that Konate is doing now. Romero's been doing for years.
He's not.
Yeah, he has. Konate's done this for 2 games. Romero's done it for 2 years. That's the difference.
He's not.
He has. Romero's done this for 2 years. What do you mean? He has not had
games.
games.
Romero's been in the Premier League for about 4 or 5 years. So just to say,
he hasn't had games like what Konate's been having.
Nah, not that bad. Not that bad.
What do you mean not that bad? What do you mean not that bad?
Not that bad. Name me
the game. He's had worse.
Name me the game.
Romero nearly the penalties that what's that penalty that he did?
He doesn't give away a lot. He only gave away 1 penalty, and that's the Chelsea game. That one Chelsea game. Bro,
he gets booked all the time. He's a reckless defender.
He doesn't get booked all the time. This is a lies. This is lies. We can go through.
Well, it feels like he does. Well, it feels like he does. Well, it feels like he does.
He's an aggressive player, but you do know that Anthony Gordon has more red cards in him than Romero does. He has more red cards at Newcastle than Romero has in his whole Tottenham career.
He feels like a liability, and that's not good for a defender. If you feel like a liability, that's the main thing. He feels like a weak link. Van der Ven is better than Romero.
Van der Ven's nowhere near better than Romero.
Oh,
nowhere near. And I'll tell you this right now, yeah. I think Van der Ven has been highly overrated by rival fans. Highly overrated. I watch Romero. I watch Van der Ven week in, week out, and I'll tell you, rival fans highly overrate him. He's a good defender, but his actual box defending isn't good. He's not great at the clearances with headers. Whenever he gets in a 1v1, he can be good, but with someone who's a good dribbler, they do tend to turn him because he does turn pretty slow. His agility, it's when he turns, like trying to turn for the angles. If you've got someone that can chop inside out, they always tend to be like when you saw what Isaac done to him that time. And when you saw Isaac put him flat on his face, there's a few players that have come close to doing that. Van der Ven's actual defending, like his actual, like the attributes of defending aren't that great. Like he's good, but he's nowhere near better than Romero.
I think Van der Ven is better than Romero. I'll be real. I think Romero's a liability.
Well, we'll see this season, innit? You're trying to
double down. We'll see
no, you're doubling down on Konate. I'm glad you are.
Konate is better than Romero. And if he proves to not be better than Romero this season, he's still got another season extra to prove it because Romero's been bad for 2 seasons. So Konate's got a whole season of blunders. 2 years. He has.
Romero, okay, but you just spoke about Gabby Jesus injuries. As Romero's injuries last year don't count.
Romero's injuries last year, I don't remember how long was he injured for.
Romero barely played. He played 18 games in total in the Premier League last year.
That's not barely played, is it? That's half the games. It's not barely played, is it?
But that is as a centre back. If you miss half the season as a centre back, you've missed a lot.
He didn't barely play though, did he? He played half the season. It's not barely playing, is it?
He played less than half technically. You know, if we did.
Yeah, obviously he didn't play because he didn't play the majority.
But you just said you don't remember him being injured, and he's missed half.
No,
the season.
I do remember him being injured. I remember you lot had injuries. I remember you lot had them out for a while, didn't you? Or was that
Romero and Van der Ven only played 10 games together last year.
Or was that the season before when you lot had injuries?
It was last year. We had injuries both seasons, but last year was a really bad one.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you lot had injuries, like loads and loads of injuries. I remember that. I don't remember him. I've never thought of Romero as a colossal centre back. So that's how it goes. I think he is. He's not a colossus at the back, though, is he?
I think he is.
You think he's a colossus at the back?
Yeah. I think we'll see that this season in a proper defensive structure. You're going to learn.
But anyway, a lot of people can look good in a proper defensive structure, though.
But when you have no defensive structure, you are going to be exposed, aren't you?
No, we have certain players that are good at one-on-one defending. You can see that certain players.
Yeah, he's very good at 1v1 defender. The problem is when I'm talking about
Romero, he's very good at 1v1 defending.
Yeah, very, very good at 1v1 defending. That's one of the things he excels at most. The only problem we had was the positioning of our defenders last year, and under Ange was the biggest problem. It was the straight up position of the midfield. And D, I know you're smart enough to recognize, again, you could take your agenda off and you can analyze a game. You know that the structure of the defense is a big part of it. It is a big part of it. And you were one person to say about Ange's tactics being an issue. So surely you recognize that impacted the players. And
I agree it does, but I still feel like you're going to find out as well this year that in this defensive structure, when one person's going to let you down, it's going to be him. When you're 0-0, he's going to one that's going to be give away a penalty. Now you've lost 1-0. When it's 1-0 up, and then he's the one that's going to make a mistake. You're going to realize because you're going to see the actual mistake in him all the time. I'm going to show you. You're going to see because we had that before when we had Mustafi. It doesn't matter how good we're playing. At some point, he's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, Mustafi's not. He's not Romero.
Well, he's a World Cup winner. He's a World Cup winner, like you say with Romero. He's a World Cup winner.
But I didn't say it in this argument. I don't use again. I don't start using trophy argument until it's necessary. Until we're talking.
But he's a World Cup winner, though, isn't he? He's a World Cup winner, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
and so's Romero. So what is Romero's argument? Hold on, man said I would take Gallas over Romero. Of course, I would take Gallas over. Gallas is twice as good as Romero. What are you talking about?
I rate Gallas, so I'm not even going to cook Gallas.
I don't know what SOD's talking about. Gallas is better than Romero by a country mile.
That's a though, isn't it? That's a yeah. Spurs man, big up to Gallas. He said he was Arsenal's number 9, isn't it? Was it number 9? He used to wear match.
It was number
10. Man said he was going to score own goals if you man don't let him leave. Like that's how much he hated your club. But hey,
I see what they're trying to do in the chat. Talking about Saliba overrated, and I see what you lot are trying to do, man. You lot are just trying to have a. You lot are trying to have like a little banter thing. I get it. I can't believe no mods have said smash the likes though. I hear their thing. Them not on their own thing. I hear their thing. There's not been one smash the like on this thing. I hear their thing. But listen, I'm gonna let me double check something. Let me double check something though quickly, yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna send you lot. Who's live now? Let me see who's live now.
Let's see who's live.
Oh, Hooks is live.
Might still be live. Yeah, Hooks will be live with Wolfie, I think.
Hooks is live right now. I'm going to send you that over to Halftime Hooks, FamZone TV raid. That's my broski. You know this. You know that. Yeah, go on FamZone TV raid up of Hooks' stream. I'm only just finishing early because I got to go and sort something out quickly. That's why it's just random thing. So go and raid up FamZone TV. Go and raid up Hooks. Make sure you like and subscribe on the way out. Make sure you actually like and subscribe to my brother Jules, aka Do Rag Diaries. Go and check out his channel if there's anyone that they don't know. If there's one person in there, an extra one person is an extra one person. You get me? So you know what I mean. And then yeah, go FamZone TV radio up on Hooks' channel, and then man, we'll catch you lot tomorrow probably. Big up Troots. I'm on Troots tomorrow, so we'll link up tomorrow. And what are you doing tomorrow?
We got prediction show.
Prediction show. I'm away, but I have to do a prediction show in the hotel because I'm away. So
because he knows if we don't turn up, what happens? What did you say?
I have to turn up. I'll be there. I'll be there.
You eat your own words because you were the guy that said you don't turn up minus 10 points.
I'll be there. But yeah, big up my G's. I'll send you the Hooks in it. FamZone TV radio up. You see me?